That's right. Jim played it safe today, but I'm a rebel, as you can see, looking behind me. No, I don't own a motorbike, but in my heart, I do. Yes. Oh, see, I'm not really doing the intros today. This is Fine Music, episode 293, the self-indulgent episode. And I'm going to share with you 3 new artists I've discovered this past week. Very different artists. By sharing that screen. Let's see how that works. There it is. Now, I'll take the first one is Bahboon. They're from Japan. And these guys rock. I put the album that I discovered, which was Thunder Ape, on the Fine Music Facebook group. And someone commented that the first song sounds like Black Sabbath. Well, let's see if that's true. Since they're indie, I think I can play Rampage. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Wow, Black Sabbath all day.
They got an old school flavor, yeah. But they're a little bit modernized too.
Well, nice mellow music for a Sunday afternoon, relaxing
Yeah.
by the patio.
Energy, yeah. So that's their new release, 2023. I bought on Bandcamp their older catalog. Their first album was called Good Night from 2015, and the second album is called, strangely enough, Super Science 1 and 2. It's a little longer than the other albums. I guess that's why it's 1 and 2. And their last album was, what was it called? It was called Genjian Attack from 2018. And that one is appropriately labeled metal and hard rock. Good Night is definitely not contemporary pop, and they are an indie act. So I highly recommend them if you want some good old-fashioned rock and roll sludging going on in your brains. Which brings me to our second act. And I guess I better go here. This is another one of those new bands. In fact, they've got 4 albums. Well, they have really 2 albums and 2 singles, I guess. So the 2 singles are what you see at the bottom, Paranoid and Body Temperature. Those are separate releases that I bought for name your price, 50 cents. And then I bought the album, Name Your Price, for $1. That's because I guess the new owners of Bandcamp are setting different standards for the minimum purchases now. If you buy it for $0, you don't have any rights to use the material. But if you pay a minimum like 50 cents for $1, then you can download and make your own CDs, that kind of thing. So that's why I pay that minimal fee. And what did I hear from these guys first that made me discover Eiriel? What was it? I don't know how I found these guys. I wasn't looking for them, but I found them. And I guess the best way is to just get to the music, right? Because this is very unusual. This is, I guess, fair warning, this is industrial noise. So I guess the most palatable thing they've got is Paranoid. I'll play it. It's 15 minutes, so I better go into it as a gradual Pink Floyd start.
Whoa. Music to soothe your neighbors. Wow.
This reminds me of that movie, Defending Your Life, Albert Brooks movie. You remember that movie?
Didn't see it.
Oh, check it out. It's really
It's
a classic.
almost like Scott Walker's later works.
Yeah, this is definitely industrial noise. And I was going to say, if in that movie, Albert Brooks basically dies and he has to defend his life, right? They review his life, whether he's worthy to move up or whether he goes down. And
Oh, I remember that one.
you remember that? Yeah. And so his mentor
Yeah.
there was this guy who was on a higher level, of course. And so what he used to do that left a deep impression on me, and I'm sure everyone that watched the movie, he would eat food that, well, Albert tried it and it tasted like shit. And he said, well, that's because, you're not high enough level yet to appreciate the subtleties of this type of eating.
Was it
And
really
this music reminds me of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
reminds me of Metal Machine Music, the Lou Reed album.
Yeah. It's definitely, it's not for everyone. But I like to think I'm on a higher level now, so I can handle it. Yeah. So actually, I went and bought it just for novelty.
It's good
They
to
have one
support
album that
musicians.
I couldn't take though.
Yeah.
It was a collaboration with some other act, and I just could not take it. It was just too noisy. With this stuff, it can sink into you. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
I think the
One
title
more.
of that one album is kind of a hint.
And oh yeah,
Oh God.
what's the name of that album? It's something called
Laparoscopic hysterectomy.
Yeah. Yeah, and that first code,
Well,
first song is Morse code, something.
Oh man.
Yeah, the titles kind of live up to each other. I mean, Bloated Man's Grotto is the most gentle of the songs. I guess I could play a snip of that.
The Bloated Man's Grotto.
Bloated Man's Grotto. This is downright gentle compared to the
That'd
rest.
be a great name for a group.
Yeah. See how gentle it is? It's so easy on the ears, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
There's
cleansing.
some multi-frequency tones there, like the phone.
Okay. Yeah,
Crazy.
as you know, I guess anything can be music.
Yeah.
And it was just novel enough that I was able to dig it. And finally, I think this is something also, oh no, this is from 1978. This is a fusion band. All right, now for something completely different. A fusion band called Rahmann, and they're from Algiers.
Wow.
So there's a Middle Eastern flavor to this jazz rock fusion. Really interesting blend. So I'll play a little bit of that. I like the bonus tracks better. They're the same songs, but these sound better than the album. Let's do a little comparison. Like
The remix?
take Atlanta, and then I'll play you the bonus version of Atlanta. But here's the original version of Atlanta. Doesn't it scream 1978? Yeah. Already some interesting percussive elements. I'll move ahead.
Oh, there you go. There's the Middle Eastern flavor.
They use Middle Eastern instruments. At first I thought I got two songs going on at once. No, this is one song. That's what it sounded like. Okay. And now, this is the bonus track version of that same song. Let's see how different it is. Different.
Needs a little more cowbell.
Yeah, it's a little bit more mellow.
Yeah.
So I found this downright agreeable. It doesn't sound like two songs going on at once. Very tasty rhythm section, yeah. So that should intrigue listeners.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was quite a find. But they only made the one album.
Oh,
They said that
1978.
the band had been around for like 14 years, but they only made the one album. So, oh well. So, Bahboon, Eiriel, and Rahmann. I'll be sure to spell those correctly when we post this on YouTube.
How am I coming across now? I moved
You're-
my computer.
You seem suddenly clearer.
Yeah.
Oh,
You do.
you want to try it?
I think we should try. So I'm going to sign off my episode here. Here we go.